Hello everyone, welcome to Well Explained. Today we will study about what is democracy and why democracy. Okay, this is for class ninth chapter civics, and anyone else interested in reading about democracy can look for this video. Okay, now what is democracy and why democracy? These both questions we will address in this chapter. Okay, so Gandhiji said the spirit of democracy cannot be established in the midst of terrorism, whether government or popular. इसका मीनिंग क्या है कि चाहे गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा टेररिज्म हो, वो कैसे हो सकता है? जैसे डिक्टेटरशिप होती है. You know, in North Korea there is dictatorship, there is government, but the human rights, the citizen rights are not there, and whatever the government says has to be done. So this that is government terrorism. And what is popular terrorism? Terrorism, you can say, like in Afghanistan. Like right now there is a government, but few years back Afghanistan was controlled by Taliban. So what is Taliban? It has the support of popular people. So what it does is it terrorizes the people. So that is also kind of democracy, because people have come out, the terrorists or the people of Taliban have come out from the general public only. But what they are doing, they are terrorizing. So in this way there cannot be any democracy. Democracy can be by popular support, free and fair election, rightly elected government, free press, human rights, citizen right, fundamental rights. These all are basis of democracy, a full and functional democracy. This is what Gandhi said. Okay, let's move on. So you see, it is written people, power. Okay, so the power comes from the people in a democracy. That's what it is trying to tell us. This image is trying to tell us that the power comes from the people, because we elect the MPs, means member of parliament, and MLA, and they work according to our wishes. Like suppose a party X says that we will give you free electricity and affordable education and good quality healthcare, and the other party says that we will give you, sorry, other party suppose is Y. Okay, so other party says that we will give you what? We will give you free laptops, or we will give you free ration. So which party you will vote? You Many will vote for X, because education and health are fundamental needs of every citizen. So the power is with people, because they are electing from the options they got. So that is democracy. See, here it is written, it is a form of government where people has the power to choose. Means we have the power to choose our representative. If today BJP government is in power, so BJP, we have given them the power. They don't have the power. If tomorrow elections are held and we are not happy with their policies, like currently unemployment is there and food inflation and everything like that, which if citizens don't want all these kind of things, then they can remove this party from power. So we have the power, the people have the power. Okay, now here there are seven national parties. Now you will recognize this as Congress, you will recognize this as BJP, but it is your homework to know which parties are these five. Okay, and you will write in the comment section and tell me which parties are this. Okay, you can write this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and you will number and tell me if you are interested. If this chapter is interesting for you, then please tell me which parties are these. Okay, see, it is written here, government make policy on behalf of the people, because if we want good education, if we want good health, and if we select a party which promises these both things, then that party will make the policy according to the people, because people want education and health. Okay, so this is the meaning of this paragraph. Now, what is democracy? People also have the power to remove. When do we remove? During election. Suppose party X is in power and tomorrow elections are held. Now, if we are not happy with this party, we will not vote for them. We will vote for party Y, and this party will be removed from power. This is written in this line. Then democracy, as you know, the meaning of this word comes from two words, because it is made of two words, which means demos and kratia. Now, you know, demo is used in many words like demography. What is demography? Study of people. So, demo anywhere means people. Okay, and kratia means rule. So, if you listen to those words like mobocracy or autocracy, okay, in all these words crazy is coming. So crazy means rule. Okay, now in your book there will be a reference to the country Chile. We call this Chile. It's in South America. So I will tell you about this country, and then about every other country you will have to read by yourself. So this is a case of democracy only. How democracy came to Chile. Okay. So Salvador Ende. You read this Ende. Okay. Because double L is not pronounced in Spanish. So Ende. So Salvador Ende was a president of Chile, and in 1973 his government was overthrown by military. What happens in many countries? The military takes over the civilian government. Like in Pakistan also this happens a lot of time. If you have read about Parvez Musharraf, in 2006-7 only he was a military general and he came to power by overthrowing civilian government. So military overthrows civilian government because military has so much power in these countries. So this was the General Augusto Pinochet. Okay, he led the coup. Coup is known as overthrowing of civilian government. And what his government did? He killed several who supported Ende. Okay, they were killed and tortured. Okay, and you can read also. These included General Alberto Bachelet of Chilean Air Force. So Air Force commander or a Air Force guy was also uh, not saved. Okay, and his wife and daughter were also put in prison. Okay, now in January 2006, what happened? Michelle Bachelet was elected president of Chile. Now this is surprising, right? A girl who was put in jail by a dictator in 2006 becomes the president. Now this is the power of democracy, where anyone can become the president. Like in India, you know Narendra Modi, he comes from very humble background. Okay, and now he has become the prime minister. So any small person with a small background can also become the president. That is the power of democracy. In USA case also, you know, President Barack Obama, he is outsider. He was not a citizen of, his father was not a citizen of USA. Still people chose him as the president, that too also two times. Why? Power of democracy. So this power of democracy was shown in Chile also. Now this is your homework. You will have to read about Ghana, Myanmar and Poland. It is given in your book. Okay. Now difference between democratic and non-democratic government. Okay, I will go through this quickly and explain you the difficult part. Formed by representatives, I told you, representative of the people, which are MPs, MLAs, etc. Free and fair election means ballot box is used or EVM is used, and there is a constant monitoring, मतलब देख रेख होती है इलेक्शन कमीशन की, पार्टी ऑब्जर्वर होते हैं, मीडिया होता है, सब कुछ होता है, कुछ चीटिंग नहीं हो सकती. Okay, major decision by elected leaders. Okay, then citizens have the right to oppose policy. How? By not voting for that party. Okay, and citizen having voting rights have one vote, one value. Means if I am a poor person and if somebody is a rich person like Ambani, still the value of our vote will be one. So we all are equal. Now, non-democratic government is ruled by force by a person or a group. Like I told you about military generals, they are not elected. Decision also by not elected. They don't accept criticism. Like if somebody will criticize, so they will put them in jail. Okay, for criticizing. And voting rights are also not given because they are suspicious. They are terrified that if voting rights will be given, then they will be removed from power. Now, these are the important features of democracy which you must remember. Elected by the people, I told you, free and fair election. This also I told you. Now, this election in regular interval is a new point. Like in India, after every 5 years, elections are held, whether for MPs, that is Lok Sabha, or MLAs, that is state legislative assemblies. Okay, and for Rajya Sabha, after every 2 years. Okay, but this is a house with 6 year membership. Okay, so regular intervals are there. It's not like this आज इलेक्शन हो गए तो अब 10 साल बाद होंगे नहीं. Every 5 years. Okay, rule of law and respect of rights, this is also a feature of democracy. Suppose we have a fundamental right of freedom to speech and expression, so in a democracy this freedom will not be curtailed. इसको कम नहीं किया जाएगा, सबको बोलने की आजादी है. Okay, नाउ मेजर डिसीजन बाय इलेक्टेड लीडर, इसको इसका क्या मतलब है कि पीपल्स रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स पार्टिसिपेट. आई टोल्ड यू अबाउट दिस. देन collective responsibility. Now what is the meaning of collective responsibility? Suppose there are 50 ministers in Modi government. Now suppose tomorrow something bad happens to this government, like any corruption charge or anything else. So the responsibility of corruption will be of all 50 members, not one member. Like it will not be like Ministry of Finance or Minister of Finance will be held responsible. No, everyone will be responsible and the government may fall. Means सरकार गिर सकती है अगर ऐसा कोई केस सामने आता है. This is known as collective responsibility. Then there are examples where representatives are chosen but not allowed to participate in decision making process. How this happens? Suppose in Lok Sabha there are 500 seats. Actually there are around 545, but suppose 500, and now 50 are ministers. Okay, so those 450 members will be not that involved in decision making because ministers themselves take decisions. Not all MPs take decisions. They are allowed to speak, but what they say, it's not that it will be taken into consideration. Okay. Now, what I told you that they do not participate in decision making process. This is a very important feature of dictatorship and monarchy. In dictatorship, only one person takes the decision. Like Adolf Hitler, he was a dictator. Okay, and he took all the decisions by himself. He never listened to anyone. Had he listened to people, World War II might not have happened. Okay, and monarchy, what is monarchy? Rule by king or queen. Like in Britain, there is monarchy. Okay, now for Pakistan, we have on our hands that the parliament is elected but the real power is with those who is not elected. I told you in Pakistan or in any country where military is powerful than civilian government, here the power is not with civilian government who are elected but military who are not elected and they are very powerful. Like I told you, In 1999, Pervez Musharraf overthrew the government and he himself became chief executive, means he ruled the country. And in Pakistan, this has happened many times. If you will Google, then there was Zia ul Haq also. He was also a military dictator. Okay. Now, free and fair elections. I told you about free and fair elections. Okay. I told you about one person, one vote concept also. Okay. Vote without any fear or threat. I told you about this also because there is media. Suppose I am going to vote. Okay. And there is a party representative of party X and he says me, if you vote for me I will give you 100 rupees, so I will vote for him. But today we have media. If he will say like this, he will get captured in the video recording and he might get disqualified from contesting. So because of media and election commission, this thing, there are very less chance of this thing happening. So there is no fear or threat, or he may even threaten me कि if you will not vote you will be beaten up by my goons, means मेरे गुंडे तुम्हें मारेंगे बाहर. तो ऐसे थ्रेट्स नहीं चलते हैं. ओके. Now let's talk about China. In China, there is only one party, Communist Party. There is no other party. It is written, government is always formed by a Communist Party. And if you have to contest an election, you need the approval of this party. Like you cannot even fight elections independently. Like in India, you can fight elections on independent ticket. But in China, you need the approval of this party because they will make sure that your winnability factor is very minimum. Okay. Now about Mexico also, every 6 years elections are held. I told you na periodically after every period elections have to be held in democracy. So in Mexico this time is 6 years and the country has been never been under military or dictator rule. This shows we have democracy there. Okay. Now this is not from your book but for understanding I have written phases of democracy. I will explain quickly. So earlier there was monarchy in every country. In India also there were kings. In Britain also kings and queen. Everywhere in the world there was monarchy. Then in Europe democracy started to come in France, in Britain with the ideals of liberty, equality and fraternity. Democracy came because people were not happy with the kings and it was the time of enlightenment also. Okay. Then after Europe, democracy in North American colonies because when USA got freedom 200 years earlier in 1700s, so from England the ideas of democracy went to North America also. Then the colonies of European countries, whether British, Germany, France, Italy, Denmark, Netherlands, whoever had the colonies all over the world, their democracy started to come, like in India or Sri Lanka or Bangladesh. Everywhere democracy came. Then, after 1947, there were many countries where democracy was not there. Like I told you, in Chile, there was military rule. In Pakistan, we still have military rule in periods. Like in 2005, around, we had military rule. So, still there are some countries where there are military rule in the last 2 3 decades. So, their democracy came after some time. Another example is Libya. Muammar Gaddafi was a military dictator. So, democracy is still evolving in many countries because democracy is the sine qua non, means it is very important. Now, I told you about one person, one vote, one value. Okay. Now, I will explain you universal adult franchise. Universal adult franchise means earlier voting was restricted, like only rich persons can vote, or then came a time where only men were allowed to vote, women were not allowed to vote. Okay. Then after some time, everyone above a certain age limit were allowed to vote. What was this age limit? 18. So this is known as universal adult franchise. Means universal means everyone is allowed to vote above a certain age limit. Okay, but still there are some instances where equal right to vote is denied, like in dictatorships, like in North Korea. Okay, now there is another principle of political equality in a democracy. Okay, which means each citizen must have equal vote value. This I explained you. Now let's move on. I told you about universal adult franchise, one vote, one value. Okay. Now, in broad terms, it means that all adults have right to vote without any discrimination based on sex, color, race, caste, or class. Means male, female equal, black or dark or fair skin are equal. Race means Mongoloid, Asian, everybody is equal. Like in USA, Chinese are also there, Asians are also there, Negroes or blacks are also there, and whites are also there. So everyone has equal vote. Then caste in India, caste is there, lot of caste is there. So everyone has equal vote, and class, whether rich or poor. About this I told you earlier. Okay, now each person can cast one vote. Obviously, one person can cast only one vote. Okay, and the person getting maximum number of vote gets elected. This is the concept of first past the post. Okay, now I told you about one person one vote, but there are countries where this is denied. Like in Saudi Arabia, women do not have the right to vote. Okay, then in Estonia, there are rules where due to which Russian minority find it difficult to get the right to vote. I will explain you. There was USSR. You must know about this. Soviet Union. Okay. When this was disintegrated, when this broke up, then 15 countries formed. Okay. I will not tell you about every country, but I will tell you a few examples so that you can relate. Like Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, then Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, then Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Georgia. I told you about 11 countries. Now 4 countries you will tell me in the comment section. Okay, I will tell you one more, that is Belarus. Okay, one more, Ukraine. Now two more. Two more you will tell. This is your homework. Okay. So what Estonia did? Estonia broke away from USSR. So they had a grudge. So they disallowed Russian minority to vote. Okay. Now in Fiji, the voting system is such that the indigenous Fijis, means people living there from centuries, have more value of vote than Indian Fiji. There are many Indians in Fiji. How we have Indians in Fiji? Because when Britishers were there, they took Indians as laborers in Fiji, in plantations, means agriculture. After Britishers left, Indians also left there and they lived there. So the Indians living there, they have vote value less than the indigenous Fijis over there. Okay. So this violates one vote, one value. Okay. Now rule of law, I didn't tell you about earlier. Rule of law means according to law, everyone is equal, whether he is president, prime minister, teacher, doctor, engineer, student, poor person, anyone. Rule of law means all are equal. If prime minister does any wrong thing, he will also be held liable and tried in courts. If an engineer does, he will also go to court. If a poor person does, he will also go to court. Means everyone will has equal application of law. You understand what I am saying? This means rule of law. Okay. Then what are rights? Free to think, have an opinion, express views, form association, protest. All these are few of the fundamental rights we have. Like I told you about freedom of speech and expression. So this is respect for rights. Okay. Now this is a small diagram. I will tell you about it. Democracy is resting on four pillars. Four pillars. Okay. What are those? Legislature, executive, judiciary, and media. Media must be free. Free media means not influenced by political party. You must have heard about this term Godi media, okay, or Bikau media, or sold media. What is the sold media? Media has a lot of power in democracy. Sold media means they take money from party in power and they run news which is favorable to them. So it helps both. One gets money and one gets public votes. Okay. So we need a free media in a democracy. Judiciary means courts, legislature means the body which make laws, and executive is those who implement. So these four are important pillars of democracy. Again, rule of law का example एक और आ गया Zimbabwe, where we do not have rule of law. How? Because it got independence in 1980 and the party which led the freedom struggle movement under Robert Mugabe came into power after independence. Now here everything is good, but after this what happened? He used unfair practices to win election. How? Like I told you, intimidating the voter or using money power, or many examples are there like television and radio in Zimbabwe controlled by Mugabe. So what will happen? Only their party will be shown in good light, other parties will be shown in bad light. In means negative perception. Okay. What does this show? This shows that popular government, popular means elected by people, they can also be undemocratic and autocratic. Okay. Then rule of law and respect for rights. So in Zimbabwe, constitution amended many times to make Mugabe less accountable. Accountable means answerable. Suppose you give me some work and if I am answerable, accountable to you. So what will happen? Suppose if I don't do that work, then you can question me and I will tell you why I did not do. But if I am not accountable, then I will not answer you and I will say I don't care. So in this way government don't function, but he has made himself less accountable. Then opposition workers are harassed. Okay. So all these are the scenarios of Zimbabwe. Then arguments in support of democracy, more accountable. I told you what accountability is. Decision making improves. We can deal with differences and conflict. Correct on mistake. Better form of government. Best form. So how quality of decision making improve? Because the decision making is based on popular support. So we implement the decision which people want. Okay. Then conflicts are also resolved well because what people want is done by the leaders. So that's why democracy is important. Now against democracy, this line doesn't mean कि democracy is bad, but हर चीज के दो पहलू होते हैं, एक अच्छा एक खराब. In the end we see what's better, like if the positives are more than negative, so we will read about negatives of democracy. So leaders keep changing, therefore instability. Like in India, government changes. In 2000 we had BJP, then for 10 years Congress, now again for 6 years BJP. So in last 20 years, three times government changed. But in dictatorships for like 20-30 years, same government. So instability. Then political competition and power play means because there are many times elections, so parties are more involved in election mode rather than working for people. Okay, people have to be consulted in democracy leads to delay because government has to keep public interest in mind, therefore delay occurs. Now many leaders are not well educated, like many decisions need technical knowledge, like internet related or science related decisions. But if the leader is not that educated in science, then decision will be bad. Now, in India there is a lot of corruption because of elections. So democracy leads to corruption also, because in election party needs funding, and where from that funding will come from? Businessmen. So during election businessmen help party, after election party help businessmen. So there is corruption. Now ordinary people like us, and especially those people who are less educated, they don't know what is good or bad, so their decision are not good. So these are the arguments against democracy. This I told you, representative government, etc. Now difference between democracy and dictatorship. I think I told you about this, but okay, let's go again through this. Dictatorship, power is in individual, like Hitler or Kim Jong Un of North Korea. People do not have right to choose the government. Okay, people do not have any rights. Fundamental rights are not there. There is no equality, because the dictator and his party men are greater than others. There is no rule of law. I told you about rule of law, na? All are equal, but in this case nobody is equal. And policy are made for the benefits of individual, means dictator, whatever his agenda is. So this was the difference between democracy and dictatorship. Democracy, these points I have told about you, you go through it by yourself, and if you have any doubts you can ask in the comment section, and if you want me to make any specific video you can tell about that also in comment section. Till then I will see you again with my next video from a new chapter. Thank you for watching, and subscribe and press the bell icon also, so you can get the updates about this channel. Thank you.